in this movie.
Everything's always a book first, right?
Yes, it was a book first, and then it was a movie. So first I'm going to start this off with, have you ever read or seen Exit to Eden?
I have not.
Exit to Eden is an Anne Rice book.
I am very familiarized with Anne Rice, but I have not seen nor read Exit to Eden.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is basically what I did with Amy Mercury last year is I'm going to tell you about both of these things so you don't have to watch them.
So you're giving me the Cliff Notes.
Exactly.
Alright. I'm all about Cliff Note life.
You're welcome. Oh my goodness. By the way, we are actually in the car.
I promise you I'm a really good driver.
Okay.
I've gone through enough cars. This one's not going anywhere.
Okay, so the book came out in like mid-80s, I believe, and it is about this couple.
I was made in the 80s.
Me too, the very, very late 80s.
Youngins.
So it's about this woman who is essentially a dominatrix, but she also helped create this basically paradise island where people can do pretty much anything that they want. I mean, they can't obviously hurt each other or kill each other or anything like that, but it's very free sexually, and
It's like a pleasure island.
Oh, very much, yeah. And it's very safe, like everybody's well screened, like psychologically, medically. It's basically completely safe and totally a perfect paradise wonderland. And she created most of it.
Sexual utopia?
Yes. And so it starts out with her, and she's happy that she has this position and that she helps create this world, but she's also not happy because it's been her entire life. Like her whole sexual experience has been like kind of kinky BDSM. Like that's all it's really been. And
so it's grown monotonous.
Yeah. And
I
then
can see that.
The other part of the story is about this guy. Well, I guess her name is Lisa. I should mention the names, I guess. And the guy's name is Elliot, and he is going to the island hoping, he's a like adventurer, photographer, kind of daredevil sort of guy, and so he's always kind of trying to push himself, and he's had a lot of like different experiences in like the kink world and all that, but he wants to push it farther. Like he wants to be a servant there for 2 years. He's under contract, and going into it, he says he does not want to have a female dominate him. Like he really just kind of wants it to be men. And wouldn't you know it, she ends up seeing his application and kind of loses her mind over him. And so she takes him on as a servant, and he's like really uncomfortable. He's kind of scared, but he's also immediately like everything that he had told his handler before, being that he only wants men to be the domination person. That kind of flies out the window because he's very attracted to her as well, and it's like, there's something about you, that kind of cliche thing. But she does kind of lose her mind over him, and she takes him out of the island, which is illegal. They're not supposed to do that, but also the other people that run the place are like, well, she can kind of do whatever she wants, but it's also really not good because she basically takes him out and makes him believe that this is okay, what she's doing, and they go to New Orleans and have a grand time.
So she's basically become sexually obsessive over him.
Yeah, and they do eventually fall in love, but it definitely doesn't shy away from the psychological damage that both of them are
putting upon one another.
Yeah, and it's a lot. It's very heavy. It's a really good book, but it's pretty heavy. So
it's a torrid, toxic relationship.
Oh yeah, but fun. It's a happy
Written
ending.
in the 80s.
It's a happy ending.
Very up to date to the current life situation with everyone.
Yeah. So fun. It sounds like an interesting book, right? You probably want to check it out yourself.
I'm really bad with books. When you my
You know what I'm
age,
saying,
I'll
like,
start
it's
reading it and I'll get real interested and I'll I'll either read a massive amount of it or I get bored really quick and then I forget that I even have the book.
But okay, so you get the idea.
Yeah.
So they made this into a movie, and no, it's not a porn movie. It's a romantic comedy, and they added side characters. So like the story with Lisa, the story with Lisa and the story with Lisa and Elliot is like the backstory. The focus is Dan Aykroyd. I think that's how you say his name. The guy from Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And Rosie O'Donnell as two cops that infiltrate the island, and they're trying to find like diamond thieves or something. This is a true movie adaptation.
Movie also called Exodus.
Yes, it is. And yeah, it's like insulting. It's still funny. Like I still own it. I own it. But the fact that they took this like erotic, very sexy, messed up psychological nonsense book smut and decided to put Rosie O'Donnell and Dan Aykroyd in it is kind of amazingly terrible. But I recommend it.
You think you should read the book first or watch the movie first? Because obviously
I feel like if you, as someone who loved the book and then saw the movie, I was actually kind of angry when I first saw it. Like I was not kind of angry.
That's why I was curious. Like
I was
maybe you should see the
angry
movie.
about
maybe
it.
You should see the movie first.
Yeah, watch the movie first and then read the book if you want to. But so I was kind of hoping that like the 50 Shades movies would get the Exit to Eden movie treatment, because I would have loved to see some ridiculous police cop whatever parodying into the 50 Shades story. They'd be like, bitch, get away from that guy, run away. Yeah, because like in the Exit to Eden movie, Rosie O'Donnell is the one that suggests that Lisa get with Elliot instead of her losing her mind. And I'm just like, okay. Also, I don't know if you're into this, but Rosie O'Donnell wears like a kind of a banging S&M outfit. So if you're into Rosie, all right. So yeah, that's Exit.
How old is the movie?
I think the movie came out either in the early 90s or the late 80s. I want to say early 90s. I could be wrong, but now I kind of feel like I have to show it to you. But
curious.
so
now.
yeah. Those are definitely adventure.
Do you own the book as well?
Of course I do.
I don't know why I asked.
But yeah, something I guess interesting also about the book is that it was originally written under Anne Rice's pen name, Anne Rampling, I think. She only wrote 2 books under that I was going to say screen name. Goodness gracious.
Okay, so would that be more of her, I don't want to say normal books, but I know most of Anne Rice's books are all vampire inspired.
Yeah, it's like vampire, witches. Her beauty trilogy is under A.N. Rocklin or something. Oh my gosh, I didn't pronounce that right at all. I don't care, but
it's fine.
Those I still enjoy.
I don't judge you because I don't even know.
I enjoyed those books a lot. She came out with a 4th one for like the modern times, and I'm just like,
I'm always curious why people change their names for different. I get it for different genres, blah blah blah. But you have a namesake. You have a reputable name. Just broaden your genres instead of putting different names.
Yeah, because now all those books just say Anne Rice writing as blah blah blah. And I'm like, all right. I mean, 80s were a different time, I guess.
Touché.
But thanks for chatting with me about this weird.
Absolutely. Now I'm confused and I need to see and read.
Yes. So
you find time to read.
Is there anything? Yeah, no kidding. Is there anything you have going on that you want to promote, or like you do have your radio show?
I'm on Dean and Seed Radio on Wednesday nights.
Oh, is it Wednesday now?
Yeah, we moved to Wednesday.
Okay.
I don't know why. Don't ask me. I just do as I'm told.
All right. I'll put the link in the description. Should you be obviously it should be for older folks. Older
Yes.
folks only for the radio show. Thank
18
you.
and up, kids.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much. Hello, that is a. God,
Whoa.
damn, that's a sexy car.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about
Yeah, that
cars.
is a Skyline. That is a Nissan Skyline. It's a Japanese car that likely has right-hand drive. Sorry.
Well,
That's a 90s car. There we go.
I don't know anything about cars. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, because we are shooting a bit more out and about. Woo. If we'll do more like this, I have plenty of other things that I can tell Whitney about. Or,
So wait, like, you know how Seinfeld has the getting coffee with comedians in cars?
yeah, I've only
Gotta have,
seen the
like,
one with Christoph Waltz because I have a mad crush on him.
It's pretty cute.
Mad crush on that man.
We
But
gotta
yeah,
come up
absolutely.
with a name.
Fetish models talking about
Fetish Models.
ridiculous movies and books. Okay, it's a very long title, but I'll